Hello all, and today's video we're going to talk about the two announcements that EverQuest gave out and also about the new expansion coming out and are you ready and what to do to be ready. And this is for like if you're returning or existing, it's just like a general checklist. So let's talk about it. First thing is they called the fall fun is back. Right now, from September 13th to the 26th, you have 200% chance rare spawns and faction gains. This is really good right now, especially with the new expansion coming out and beta just next month. So what's good? Rares. What I tell folks right now is you should be looking to get any augments, type 7 or type 5s that you're missing. Reason why is just again, generally speaking, augs that are type 7 or usually last about 3 expansions. You those carry over, they're good. They have decent lifespan. So with the names, let's go to EQ resources. I like EQ resources, their search engine, a lot because it makes it very simple and very easy to follow. So you go to a home page, go to items, go to advanced search, and I'll put links in the description for this so you can use it. So here we go. Aug there's 3 fields that you need to fill out. First thing is augmentation, drop down window. Then you're going to say fit aug slot, whatever you want. So let's just say type 7s. Then next is your attribute. You may want to look for heroic dex, heroic stamina, heroic intelligence, whatever. So for this example, let's just say heroic dex. Hit submit. And it's as simple as that. It's gonna go from top to bottom, the best augs to the worst augs. So you yourself know your own abilities, own resources, and things like that. So my suggestion is just go from top to bottom, click each link, and see which ones you can do. With the augs, one thing also to consider is anytime you see like adroitness, brilliance, vigor, resilience, things like that, those are all player made for the most part. Few exceptions, like for example the copper fleck, that's an anniversary one. But if you have empty spots or anything like that, certainly fill up with the player made ones first as placeholders. Even if it's an off stat, it's better than an empty one. The player one needs only just an ore of the expansion it comes from. So it's pretty easy to get. Kill a couple of names or do mission runs or things like that. But go down the list. You want to maximize whatever heroics you get with the Augs. And again, the Augs usually carry for about 3 expansions, I would say. So top to bottom, go down the list, see which name it comes from. Like, for example, Toothfang. Oh, Umbral Plains. This is the one near Vexile. Something like that. So you'll have a hit list. And especially with the name bonuses now, it will make things that much quicker. Some of the type fives, most part, they're from missions or group currency, but some of them still do drop from like name mobs. So that could be considered. So let's just look at that real quick. Again, we'll use heroic decks as example. And same thing that I said earlier about the player made ones. So if you see like proficiency or things like that, brilliance, those are player made ones again. And never leave a type 5 or type 7 slot empty. There's always an easy way to fill it. So, and augs are so important, especially when we're talking like the type 5s. If you just mouse hover over it, you look at the heroics, that's like wearing 2.5 pieces of gear. Like right now, group gear and things like that is like 20s and 30s. you'll see it like the primary stat is like 98, so it's like really significant. Like that's one of the biggest things that I see where returning players or people just not knowing have these empty spots, and you're giving up so much stats, so much survivability, so much potential DPS, things like that, or you know, never leave any augment spot empty. In my opinion, the augments are more important than the gear itself, and I'll explain why in a moment. But please take the time, do the search, top to bottom, see which ones are available for your current resources, and set goals. I need this, I need this. Go to Bazaar, player made stuff, or make it yourself. Farm the ores. Right now, with the name bonus, you have twice as much chance to get it done. You still have a month or so for the next expansion. Get it done. It's good. Then they talk about faction. In current live, they haven't done factions much lately. So, like, for example, if you're in game and you type /faction, it will pull up all the factions of EverQuest, and you'll see the last factions that they did was TOV, and even then, that was nothing. It really did nothing. It was just like Crystal Caverns or something like that. Burning Lands, this was a little bit needed for the progression, but not totally if someone helped you. Ring of Scale, it was only for VT. So there really wasn't anything in current. I would say the most recent significant one for faction, probably Plane of War. And that's a great time to faction up if you're looking to do the quest. One tip concerning that, real quickly, is if you go to DB store, you go to the faction, you do double faction potion. So because the faction is double, this stacks, so then you get quadruple faction. So if you are looking to raise or lower a faction for whatever it may be, that's a great one. Oh, the other one is the Burning Lands. Oh wait, no, hold on. EOK, I think. EOK with the Badgers. Was it? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, the Badgers are the other one from the Forest thing. All right. So next now, reduce lockout timers. So this is from September 27th to October 10th. This is going to be great for running your missions. One thing going back to the AUGs and running missions in Type 5. This is one really um, useful thing that I use on a daily basis when I'm helping folks. Go to find, go to location, drop down window equipped, and then augment types, say type 5. This is going to show you all your type 5 augs that you're currently wearing. So you can cross-reference your finds, see which ones you have, which ones you want to replace, things like that. Oh, it's just a nice, quick reference. So when we're talking about type 5s and the missions to reduce lockout timers, currently right now doing missions is 45 currency per their 4 missions, so 180 per run. Each AUG takes 500, so it's a bit of a grind. Um, these shadow ones are the ones that you buy. These are obviously not lore. That's the important thing. So you can get multiple of them. The player made ones, for example, are lore. See, they are lore. The chest dropped one or name mobbed ones is lore. So basically, the only ones that you can get multiple are going to be from the merchant ones. And this has been pretty standardized from all the expansions for some time now. That the merchant ones are not lore and you could get multiple of them. Okay. Next thing, EXP. That's pretty self-explanatory. October 10th to October 24th, 150%. Experience is good. Make sure that you get it. What people could do to pre-stack is collections. That's going to get the bonus for experience. So click them all. You can save up to 10 in the reward window. Or even a better idea is click all the collects except one of them. Just bank them or put them in your bag for when it's time and then click away when the bonuses happen. So instead of 3%, you may get a little bit more, things like that. Every little bit matters. Another thing that stacks with this experience bonus is going to be Overseer. Overseer, what I would suggest is with the experience, always the longer timer ones are going to give you the most experience. So research are the 24-hour ones. You're going to want to do this. And since you still do have time and things like that, if you get 24-hour one successful crit, you want to save those to click on the day that the bonuses happen to maximize that experience. Remember also potions, lessons do not, they do stack with that as well, um, but not for the collects or overseer. It's just for straight killing. Okay, next thing. They announced level 100 is coming next week. I would suspect this is going to come out for patch day, which should be the 21st. Again, that's tentative. They just said next week, but I feel it should be the 21st. It's going to be level 100s with a bunch of different things. Seems good. It's not a bad thing. So if you do have the disposable income, I would say it's definitely worth looking into. Again, it depends on your resources. Some people can level up from level one tune in, a few days. Some people can't, whatever. But it's nice to have that option there. So take advantage if you need it. Last thing, let's talk about the next expansion and some assumptions to make sure you get stuff ready. So basically, what's been happening there's been a pattern the last few years as far as spells and disciplines and things that are coming out, level increases and things like that. So next expansion should not be a level up. People should consider it very similar to the power increase from TOV to COV. um, Similar spells and discs should be released. So I pulled up what came out on COV, and you should expect something similar, like new composite line, Daiko line, whatever you want to call it, for bars, reflexive, new alliances, and new insult. Swords get, those things. Shamans get combo dots. So if you want to pre-plan things like that, again, nothing, beta's not released. I don't have any direct information, but a safe assumption would be similar spells that will come out. So you take a look at it. Again, I'll put it in the links and if people want to cross-reference it. But it will give you a basic idea. Do I think it will be harder than TOL? For sure, it will be harder. I think they ramp it up. The second expansion of like a storyline, so to speak, like TOL to COV. COV was significantly harder. The AEs and things like that. And even if you do missions, like COV ones are, in my opinion, harder than like some TOL ones. Like the AEs are pretty bad. So I would imagine something similar coming up again. Just guessing, my assumptions. So that's it for now. So get yourselves ready. You know, get the names, farm them down, get your augs, use the search engines, compare your characters, and get things done. And if you're on Drenal, you need a little help. I do have some time, and just shoot me a tell on any of my characters or Discord message me, and we could get things done. All right, thanks all, and hopefully people find this useful. And sorry for the voice. Kids back in school, they get you sick, and life goes on. All right, everybody, have a great one, and good luck. Bye bye.